Here's an example of what you would use if you wanted to change something in your life. So you would describe something that you want in your life, like this is having vibrant health, supreme confidence, peace of mind, and spiritual joy. Now, there's a few things there, right? But this is a statement of what you want. You'd be good to focus it on one area of your life if you wanted, or you could focus it on other areas of your life. You could focus it on all of your areas. You could focus on maybe just yourself, your physical body. You could focus it on relationships with people, or you could focus on how you interact with the economy and what's your income as a result of this. Then you'd have the purpose, right? Why do you want it? The why is very important. The why will give you the motivation. If you just say, well, I want to be healthier, and you don't realize the reason that you want to be healthier, well, then it doesn't give you as much oomph to practice. And it's the practice that's going to change your life. It's the practice that's going to change your life. More practice, your life will change faster. And so you figure out how much you're going to do it. Decide, okay, I'm going to do 10 minutes a day, 7 days a week, or 10 minutes a day, 5 days a week. I wouldn't do it 5 days a week. I'd do it 7 days a week if I were you. You could do it once a week for as far as you want. But if you want to change your life, I do it every day. Get to where you enjoy the practice. You want to get good at it so you actually feel positive emotion while you're practicing. And if you feel positive emotion while you're practicing, and make it a game so you get good at it and you're aware of how you're doing. And saying an affirmation and then imagining it in your life. Saying an affirmation and then imagining it in your life. That's the key. And if you do that over and over again every day, and it gets tough after a while because you're doing the same ones and you have to try to change your affirmations. You do the same affirmations for a few weeks to a couple months, it gets challenging because it gets old, right? And that's where you're going to want to change them up a little bit. But stay focused. Remember, when it gets challenging, be clear that you're going to slow down. You're going to say it slowly and effectively, and you're going to feel the positive emotion. That's important. You can do it and just sense body. If you say something that you want in your life that you're not having, and you say something and you imagine it, you'll feel energy move through your brain and then sometimes in your chest. That's part of the objective. Also, just seeing yourself in your mind do something and enjoy it will cause you to go out and do it. That's what's amazing, right? Now, if you want, then you could get images. You just Google whatever it is. Like, let's say you want a physical body, great. Just Google, whatever it is, your gender and your ethnicity, and say, a physically fit person, physically fit young male, or an old male. In my case, it wouldn't be young, right? Or, if you're an African American lady, you put young, healthy African American lady, right? And you do a teenager, whatever it is you want, you put in your figure, your age and gender, and then say that person happy and healthy, whatever. Let's say you want a positive relationship with somebody. You could say a picture of people interacting happily, right? Or people working together effectively. And you'd find pictures. You'd take a little bit of search for each picture at first. When you find one, you'll find others easier, right? But you find a picture that makes you think, oh, well, look, this inspires me to feel positive, right? If it's financial security, it's easier, right? You get a video, get a picture of an amount of money in the bank account, and then you get pictures of the possessions you're going to buy. You have a home, and then think about the home being paid off, or maybe if you're making a lot of money, a home with a big mortgage, and it becomes a tax write-off, right? You could imagine, get yourself a boat, a yacht, a jet, a second home, a vacation home, anything that would cause you to imagine it in your life, right? So once you get the images, then you have your affirmations. This is about awareness here. When I did this, I said, I want to be aware. I believe I can be aware. I expect to be aware. Now, want to do something, believe you can do it, and expect it is incredibly powerful. I learned that from Jose Silva. The Silva method is amazing. If you haven't discovered the Silva method, we'll be teaching a variation of it here at Improve Our World. Also, you can associate decision with belief. When you decide to do something, you can believe it's going to happen if your decision is strong. And when your decision becomes a commitment and you just know you can pull it off, you get yourself exercise, you can get yourself to communicating kindly with people and being a better listener, and maybe practice expressing yourself from the heart, and express yourself with emotion and conviction and persuasion. You learn to persuade yourself and you'll be able to persuade others. That's another message, though, another class. But whatever it is you want, you imagine it, and then you practice it. And then the refined mantra is powerful, because if you have a mantra of saying, once you're done with your practice session, right, during your practice session, excuse me, you would relax down into alpha, breathe and think, relax. You could also breathe and relax, 3, 2, 1, or like the Silva said, you could go 3, 3, 3, and imagine yourself relaxing each time you do 3. It helps to repeat things 3 times. Oftentimes when you're relaxing and or you're manifesting something, imagining it. 3 times is a powerful number, right? There's always a start, a middle, and an end to everything, right? But when you do it 3 times, it imprints it more, right? Sometimes you'll do it once or twice, though, to vary it up. So you can keep doing this for the rest of your life, right? So you get those images, you do your affirmations, you relax down in, you do your affirmations, you imagine it, you feel it, and then when you're done, count yourself out, and then be aware, or be in the flow of life, right? And then imagine yourself being aware, and you just say the word aware, that causes you to remember the pictures that you downloaded and look at when you're imagining your life being the way you want it to be. And that process of bringing it into your life, and remember the power of clear, aware, productive, effective, highly effective. And thank you. I appreciate this. If you're overcoming a challenge, the challenge is going to make you stronger. So if you can actually appreciate the challenge of the circumstance that you're coming out of, it'll make you stronger, right? Not everybody has challenges. Sometimes if you get older like me, you got things all in a row, right? Well, then just appreciate the routine of it, what you have. You have a home, you have retirement, you have possessions, right? If you're young, you appreciate the new job, appreciate the relationship, appreciate the children, right? If you're a child, appreciate the relationship with your siblings, appreciate your friends, appreciate your school, appreciate school so you get good at it. Whatever it is in your life, appreciate it, right? But that's the end cycle. So you're aware or clear, you're creating, or you're productive, or you're effective or highly effective, and then you're thankful and appreciative of this process and what's in your life. And if you do this is a little bit of work, right? You can make a screenshot of this and download it, and then do the work, and you put in the work. I promise you, things in your life will change if you continue to practice the thoughts about enjoying what you want as if it's already here, and then enjoying the process that's going to cause it. You'll create it in your life. Thank you. I love you. See you tomorrow.